Hi, my name is Garret Albert and I study geology at the University of Pittsburgh. I heard about the internship through my professor, who's also my advisor, and he's very good at sending out emails about these sort of internships, and we get a bunch, and the volcanology one definitely just stuck out for me. I've never actually been outside the US, so for this internship for me was being able to go somewhere across the world. Kind of scary, but for me it was definitely worth it, and the fact that it's in the Canary Islands just sounded like a paradise, a geologist's dream. I've heard about the Canary Islands, not the specifics of them, so I knew where they were, but I was not so familiar with the islands. I worked with Luca, who is a brilliant seismologist, and we were in the seismology internship, so we spend most of our time collecting data from the seismograms and trying to locate the earthquakes that were given to us through the data. This week I think we had about 20 earthquakes, and I know last week we had around 32. I've definitely acquired skills just working in a professional setting and being able to actually work with other scientists and learn a lot from them, just being hands-on, especially being here in the Canary Islands, where you get to go out on excursions on the weekends, but see the rest of the island and still be able to focus on your specific job at hand. The people at Volcanic were amazing. They're all brilliant minds, very professional, but at the same time they're all very fun-loving and kind to everybody. So it was just a perfect setting and a great lead into me knowing the kind of people that I want to work with eventually. I didn't have much of a problem with Spanish being the primary language, but I've also had a very minor Spanish background. They all speak English well enough for you to understand. They can communicate with us and we can communicate with them. But I can definitely say that I've learned a lot more Spanish just being in this environment where they speak to you in their native tongue and you catch on pretty fast. The excursions were absolutely amazing. We work in a building at a computer and we sit there and we see the outside, so it's fantastic to be able to go on the weekends and get out and see all sorts of aspects of geology around the island, and also just being with all of the other interns, with us living in Puerto de la Cruz and them living in Santa Cruz. It's nice to be able to be in contact with them and they tell us all about their jobs, so it's a very well-rounded experience. We did work a lot. We worked every day from 9 in the morning to 6 at night. And I loved every second of it. I came here hoping to work a lot, and I did. And it was a very nice balance between a lot of work and a lot of intellectual experience, being able to work and also get out and see the rest of the island. Having my name on the abstract and being invited to a worldwide meeting, and it's not something that I was expecting. I didn't know that this would be the case, but this was one of the best, most rewarding things for me, is the fact that I'll be going to New Orleans, hopefully for the EGU meeting, and that's just incredible for me. I never would have expected to be there, and I'm really excited about going. I actually applied for multiple positions, and from what I've heard, every single one of them were fantastic. I think it's good to be open-minded and wanting to apply for a bunch, but if you have that one thing that you really love, focus strong on that. It'll probably help you get into the program a lot better. But all of the programs sound fantastic. I would absolutely recommend this internship. It was a little scary for me at first. I had never been outside of the US, so coming here was a little nerve-wracking, but I can honestly say this is the best experience I've ever had in my life, and being able to travel and in a professional way, it's just the start of everything that I want to do with being a geologist.